Have you ever wished you could read someone like a book? Imagine being able to recognize hidden intentions, detect lies, or understand someone's true feelings without them saying a word. Today, I'll share powerful and practical body language techniques inspired by dark psychology. Expert tips that enable you to quickly decode people's behavior. By the end of this video, you will have the tools to interpret anyone's body language and uncover what they are truly thinking. Let's dive in. Let's start with something fascinating. Microexpressions. These tiny, involuntary facial expressions last only a fraction of a second, sometimes as brief as 1/25th of a second, and they reveal a person's true feelings. The intriguing part is that they occur so quickly that the person expressing them may not even be aware of it. What are microexpressions? Microexpressions are universal and appear on everyone's face, regardless of culture, age, or gender. They occur when someone tries to hide or mask an emotion, but it slips out, revealing their true feelings. How to spot microexpressions. A practical guide. Here's how to identify microexpressions and understand their meaning. Focus on 3 key areas of the face. 1. The eyes. 2. The brows. 3. The mouth. Let's break down the 7 universal microexpressions you should look for. 1. Surprise. What to look for? Raised eyebrows. Wide eyes with visible white around the iris. Jaw drops slightly. Example. Imagine you're sharing some shocking news with some friends. If they really weren't up to date with the news, their surprise would last only a moment. It may seem fake if their surprised expression lingers too long. Genuine surprise fades quickly. 2. Fear. What to look for? Eyebrows raised and pulled together. Upper eyelids lifted. Lips stretched horizontally toward the ears. Example, if someone sees or hears something threatening, like bad news or an intimidating person, a flash of fear might arise. You can notice the widened eyes and stretched lips even if they quickly hide it. 3rd anger. What to look for? Eyebrows pulled downward and together. Eyes narrowed and lips pressed tightly. Flared nostrils. Example. During a negotiation, if the other person briefly narrows their eyes and tightens their lips, this microexpression indicates hidden anger or frustration, even if they appear to be smiling otherwise. 4. Disgust. What to look for? Wrinkled nose. Upper lip raised. Example. Disgust is easy to recognize when someone smells something unpleasant or hears an unpleasant sound. Look for a quick scrunch of the nose. Even if they don't say anything, it reveals their true reaction. 5. Happiness. What to look for? Crow's feet wrinkle around the eyes. Cheeks raised. Smile that engages both the mouth and eyes. Example. A Duchenne smile is a genuine smile involving both the eyes and the mouth. If someone's smile looks unnatural, their eyes will remain still, indicating it is likely a false expression. 6. Sadness. What to look for? Drooping eyelids and eyebrows. Lips turned downward. Slight frown. Example. Sadness is both subtle and powerful. If you notice someone's eyes looking heavy, brows tilting inward, and lips turning downward, even briefly, it indicates repressed sadness. 7. Contempt. What to look for? One corner of the mouth raised into a half smile or smirk. Example. Contempt can be misleading, often disguised as a smile. However, a crooked smirk suggests feelings of superiority, resentment, or dislike. How to practice spotting microexpressions. Now that you understand the 7 universal microexpressions, you might be curious about how to train yourself to recognize them. Here are 3 helpful tips. 1. Slow down video footage of interviews, debates, or reality shows. Observe for flashes of anger, fear, or contempt. 2. Focus on a person's face during emotional or tense moments. 3. Practice making these micro-expressions in front of a mirror. This will help you recognize them more easily in others. Micro-expressions are crucial for accurately understanding people's emotions. By observing subtle changes in the eyes, mouth, and eyebrows, you can detect feelings many people tend to miss. Combining these micro-expressions with additional body language cues will significantly improve your ability to interpret others' intentions. Decode arm and hand gestures. Facial expressions can sometimes conceal our genuine emotions, but our arms and hands often reveal our feelings. This is because we tend to be less conscious of our hand movements, especially during emotionally charged situations. Let's explore the meanings behind specific arm and hand gestures and learn how to recognize them in our daily lives. 1. Crossed arms, a defensive shield. What it means. Crossed arms are a highly recognizable gesture, often indicating defensiveness, discomfort, or insecurity. When someone crosses their arms, they subconsciously create a barrier between themselves and their environment. How to interpret it. Context matters. Consider whether the person is cold, tired, or closed off. Look for signs of tension. Stiff arms and a rigid posture usually indicate that they are emotionally guarded. Facial expressions count. Crossed arms accompanied by narrowed eyes or a frown often suggest disagreement or discomfort. Example: imagine you are presenting an idea at work. If a colleague sits back with their arms crossed and avoids eye contact, it might indicate that they are not convinced by your message. To encourage someone to open up, lightly mirror their posture and uncross your arms. This can help them relax and prompt them to mirror your actions. 2. Open palms, honesty and openness. What it means. Hands with open palms facing upwards or outwards symbolize honesty, openness, and trustworthiness. This gesture non-verbally communicates the message, "I have nothing to hide." How to spot it. During a conversation, open palms signal confidence and sincerity. In contrast, closed fists indicate tension, frustration, or suppressed aggression. Example: if someone uses open palms while explaining a point, they are likely being sincere. However, paying attention is essential if their palms suddenly close into fists. They may conceal anger or suppress their true thoughts. 3. Self-soothing gestures. Signs of nervousness. What it means. Self-soothing gestures are small, subconscious actions people use to calm themselves when they feel anxious, stressed, or uncomfortable. Common self-soothing gestures include rubbing hands together, touching the neck or face, adjusting cuffs, sleeves, or jewelry. How to spot them. If someone starts fiddling with their shirt or rubbing their arm during a conversation, it may indicate that they feel uneasy or insecure. Example: imagine you are at a networking event. If you ask someone a question and they begin to rub their neck while answering, it could suggest uncertainty about their response. To help someone feel more comfortable, speak slowly, use a gentle tone, and offer a reassuring smile. This approach can help lower their stress levels and encourage openness. 4. Hand clasping. Suppressed emotion. What it means. Clasped hands, primarily when held tightly or wrung, are signs of anxiety, frustration, or nervous energy. People often display this behavior when trying to control or suppress their emotions. How to interpret it. Tightly clasping one's hands usually indicates discomfort or an attempt to hold back feelings. Wringing hands often signifies stress or uncertainty. Example: if a person is being questioned and you notice their hands clasped in their lap or tightly in front of them, they may feel anxious about the conversation or struggle to respond truthfully. 5. The steeple gesture, confidence or dominance. What it means. The steeple gesture involves bringing your fingertips together to form a triangle. This gesture symbolizes confidence, authority, and self-assurance. How to identify it. Leaders often use this gesture to emphasize a point or while listening attentively. Be cautious, as a smug facial expression can indicate arrogance. Example: imagine a CEO in a meeting. Their fingers are positioned in a steeple shape as they listen to others. This gesture conveys control and authority over the situation. Try subtly using the steeple gesture to appear confident during a meaningful conversation. It naturally communicates authority and focus. 6. Hidden hands, suspicion or deception. What it means. People who hide their hands, whether under a table, in their pockets, or behind their backs, may be expressing discomfort, dishonesty, or a desire to conceal something. How to spot it? If someone suddenly hides their hands, it may indicate insecurity or untruthfulness. This behavior, especially when accompanied by fidgeting or a lack of eye contact, strongly suggests discomfort. Example: if a person is negotiating and suddenly hides their hands, it could mean they lack confidence or are not being honest about their position. Display your hands relaxed to promote honesty and comfort in conversations. This subtly signals that the environment is safe and encourages open communication. Final tips for interpreting hand and arm gestures. Here are some quick reminders to help you decode gestures effectively. 1. Consider multiple cues. Relying solely on a single gesture may only provide part of the picture. Pay attention to facial expressions and other signals to better understand the context. 2. Context is crucial. Always consider the circumstances surrounding the gesture. Is the person feeling anxious due to you, the environment, or an unrelated issue? 3. Trust the tension. If a person's gestures appear tense, tight, or unnatural, it often indicates discomfort or holding something back. Hands and arms can convey a wealth of information if you know how to interpret them. Gestures like crossed arms, open palms, and self-soothing movements offer subtle clues that reveal a person's emotions, intentions, and confidence level. Foot position, the secret weapon. Regarding body language, our feet are often the most honest part of our bodies. This is because we are typically unaware of what our feet are doing. Our feet are connected to our survival instincts and can reveal our genuine emotions and intentions, sometimes even before we recognize them. To understand others better, pay attention to their feet. Here are 4 significant foot behaviors and what they indicate about a person's mindset. 1. Feet pointed toward the exit. The "I want to leave" signal. What it means: if someone's feet are pointed toward a door, hallway, or exit, it indicates they want to leave. Even if they appear smiling, nodding, or conversing, their feet are already headed out the door. How to spot it? Watch for subtle changes in the direction of a person's feet during conversations. Even if their torso or head is facing you, the direction of their feet toward an exit shows where they genuinely want to go. Example: imagine you're at a party sharing a story, and the person you're speaking to seems engaged. However, if you glance and notice their feet pointing toward the exit, that's your cue. They're ready to leave or disengage. If you observe this during a conversation, consider politely concluding your discussion or re-engaging them with an intriguing question, such as, "What has been the highlight of your evening so far?" This approach can help redirect their attention back to you. 2. Jittery or fidgeting feet. Nervousness and anxiety. What it means: nervous energy often manifests as restless feet, including tapping, bouncing, or fidgeting. This behavior typically occurs when a person feels anxious, impatient, or guilty. How to spot it? Listen for the sound of feet tapping rapidly on the floor. Observe if the person shifts their weight back and forth between their feet. Look for knees bouncing under a table. Example: pay attention to their feet if you ask a candidate about a problematic experience during a job interview. If their feet start bouncing or tapping, this may indicate that they are feeling anxious or unsure about their response. To help someone calm down when you notice signs of distress, speak slowly, maintain steady eye contact, and use open, relaxed gestures. This approach can subconsciously make them feel more at ease. 3. Feet pointing toward you. Interest and engagement. What it means: when a person's feet point directly at you, it suggests that they are genuinely interested and engaged. Their entire body, including their feet, aligns with yours, indicating they are fully present. How to spot it? If someone's feet point directly toward you during a conversation, it signifies openness and engagement. In a group setting, individuals will angle their feet toward the person they are most interested in. Example: when discussing a new idea with friends, if one person's feet remain pointed at you while another speaks, this strongly indicates that they are interested in you or your comments. 4. Crossed legs and hidden feet. Discomfort or guarded behavior. What it means: When a person's feet are tucked under a chair, tightly crossed, or hidden behind table legs, it often indicates discomfort, defensiveness, or insecurity. This behavior serves as a form of self-protection. How to spot it? A person tightly crosses their legs, tucking one foot behind the other. Closed-off gestures, such as folded arms, often accompany feet tucked beneath a chair or table. Example: imagine you are pitching an idea to a client. If they suddenly cross their legs and tuck their feet back while avoiding eye contact, it may suggest that they feel skeptical or uncomfortable with your pitch. To overcome this barrier, open up your body language. Uncross your arms, lean slightly forward, and keep your feet relaxed. This subtle adjustment can signal that you are open and approachable, helping the other person to feel more at ease. 5. Dominant foot position, confidence and power. What it means: when people stand with their feet shoulder-width apart, they convey confidence, authority, and stability. This posture is commonly seen in leaders or individuals who assert dominance. How to spot it? Stand with your feet firmly planted and evenly spaced apart. Maintain an upright posture and establish steady eye contact. Example: imagine a CEO delivering a keynote speech. Their feet are positioned shoulder-width apart, and their posture radiates confidence. This stance captures attention and demonstrates their comfort in the role. Adopt this posture to exude confidence during a presentation or meeting. It will make you appear more grounded, powerful, and in control. Final thoughts on foot position. Remember that feet are a powerful aspect of body language. Unlike facial expressions or hand gestures, we often don't consciously control our feet, which can reveal someone's true feelings. Here's a quick recap of what to look for. 1. Feet pointing away indicates disinterest or a desire to leave. 2. Jittery feet. These often signify nervousness or anxiety. 3. Feet pointing toward you. This shows interest and engagement. 4. Crossed or hidden feet. This can indicate discomfort or guardedness. 5. Dominant foot stance. This conveys confidence and authority. Understanding these foot position cues can give you a significant advantage in interpreting people's behavior. When combined with insights from microexpressions and hand gestures, you'll be able to notice things that others often overlook. How to spot a lie. Detecting lies is similar to being a human lie detector. It's a skill that can protect you from manipulation and help you uncover the truth. However, many people need help to spot lies because they need to focus on the right indicators. This section will present the most reliable cues for detecting deception using practical techniques grounded in body language and behavioral science. 1. Inconsistency between words and body language. What it means. When someone lies, their words often conflict with their body language. This mismatch is a clear indication that something is wrong. How to spot it. Nodding versus words. If someone says yes while shaking their head no, that is an apparent contradiction. Smiles without eyes. A fake smile typically involves only the mouth, while the eyes do not show emotion. Frozen posture. When people lie, they often tense up and focus intently on maintaining their story. Example: imagine asking someone if they broke a vase. They reply, "No, I didn't," but their body shrinks back and their eyes dart away. That reflects a classic inconsistency. Prioritize alignment. If body language and words are inconsistent, trust the body, as it is more difficult to control than speech. 2. Micro delays in responses. What it means. Liars often pause before answering, indicating they are carefully crafting their responses. These brief pauses, lasting even a second, suggest that they are not relying on memory, but fabricating their stories. How to spot it. Look for a brief pause before a response to a simple question. Notice if the responses seem overly rehearsed and need a more natural flow. Example: to assess whether someone is lying, you might ask a straightforward question like, "Where were you yesterday?" If they hesitate briefly before answering and then provide an unusually detailed or robotic response, they may not be telling the truth. To test this, you can introduce an unexpected question during the conversation. Truthful individuals typically respond naturally, while dishonest individuals often stumble. 3. The self-soothing gestures. What it means. Self-soothing gestures are subconscious actions that individuals use to comfort themselves during stressful situations, such as lying down. How to spot them. Face touching. Actions like touching the nose, covering the mouth, or scratching the neck. Hand fidgeting. Behaviors such as tightly clasping or wringing hands. Adjusting clothing. Movements like adjusting a tie, smoothing a shirt, or fixing jewelry. Example. Imagine you're speaking with a friend and ask, "Did you tell anyone my secret?" If they respond with no, but immediately rub their neck or adjust their watch, this may indicate deception. To identify behavior patterns, note that a single gesture is insufficient for suspicion. However, if you observe multiple self-soothing gestures alongside verbal hesitations, it may be a cause for concern. 4. Lack of detail or overly detailed stories. What it means. Liars often exaggerate in their storytelling, swinging between being too vague or overly detailed. They may either evade scrutiny or overcompensate to appear believable. How to spot it. Too vague. The story lacks precise details and may include vague phrases like, "I don't remember," or "It was just, nothing much." Too detailed. The story is filled with excessive details, such as specific times and dates, making it feel forced. For example, if someone says, "I left home at exactly 5:12 p.m., walked 4.2 blocks, and saw 2 kids playing with a red ball," without prompting for these details, it often suggests they might be fabricating the story. Consider asking follow-up questions. Liars often struggle to keep track of their fabricated details, leading to inconsistencies that may reveal the truth. 5. Eye behavior. The truth and myths. What it means. Forget the myth that liars look away. The way people use eye contact can vary significantly from person to person, regardless of whether they are being truthful or deceptive. Instead, consider these reliable signs. 1. Avoiding eye contact under stress. Nervous liars may quickly break eye contact under pressure. 2. Excessive eye contact. Some liars overcompensate by maintaining intense eye contact, trying to convince you of their honesty. 3. Rapid blinking. Stress can cause liars to blink more frequently as their brains work overtime. For example, if you confront someone about missing money and they stare at you intensely without blinking, that forced eye contact could indicate they are lying. Remember, do not rely solely on eye contact. Combining it with other cues such as delays in speech, self-soothing gestures, or inconsistencies in their story is essential. 6. The freeze response. The stiff liar. What it means. Liars often try to control their movements to the extent that they become unnaturally still, like a deer caught in headlights. This response is a way of self-protection. How to spot it. Lack of natural gestures or body movements while speaking. Tension noticeable in their posture or shoulders. Example, if someone denies something while standing stiff and motionless, it indicates that they are focusing too hard on their words and not enough on appearing natural. Final tips for spotting a lie. Here's a clearer guide for spotting lies. 1. Look for inconsistencies between a person's words and body language. 2. Pay attention to any delays or rehearsed responses. 3. Watch for self-soothing gestures, such as touching their face or fidgeting. 4. Be cautious of what could be more specific or more detailed stories. 5. Observe eye behavior and any unnatural freezing responses. Remember, no single sign guarantees that someone is lying. Instead, look for clusters of behaviors, 2, 3, or more signs together, and trust what the body conveys. With practice, you'll spot deception effortlessly and distinguish truth from lies like a pro. Master eye contact, the window to the truth. They say the eyes are the window to the soul, and there is truth to that. Mastering eye contact can help you understand someone's feelings, strengthen connections, and detect deception. However, there is an art to it. Too little eye contact can make you seem disinterested, while too much can be intimidating. This section will show you how to read and use eye contact effectively. 1. The Goldilocks rule, balanced eye contact. What it means. Balanced eye contact, neither too much nor too little, is the foundation of strong communication. It conveys confidence, interest, and trustworthiness. How to get it right. Maintain eye contact for 3 to 5 seconds at a time. This duration feels natural and engaging. Break eye contact briefly by looking to the side or down, then return to the person's eyes. This approach keeps the interaction comfortable. Example: imagine you're at a networking event, holding eye contact for a few seconds while listening and then glancing away naturally shows you are engaged without being overpowering. Follow the 60-40 rule. Maintain eye contact 60% of the time while speaking and 40% while listening. This balance keeps interactions smooth and natural. 2. Prolonged eye contact, confidence or challenge. What it means. Prolonged eye contact can convey different messages depending on the context. It often signals confidence, interest, or even a sense of dominance. However, it may be interpreted as a challenge if it becomes excessive. How to interpret it. Friendly confidence. Prolonged eye contact accompanied by a smile or a relaxed facial expression indicates warmth and genuine interest. Dominance or challenge. In contrast, prolonged eye contact with a tight jaw, narrowed eyes, or minimal blinking typically suggests an intent to assert power or provoke confrontation. Example: consider a situation where someone maintains eye contact with you in a meeting while leaning slightly forward and not blinking. This behavior is likely a power move to assert dominance. Pair prolonged eye contact with subtle nods and a relaxed smile to display confidence without seeming intimidating. This approach makes you appear both approachable and assertive. 3. Darting eyes. Anxiety or dishonesty? What it means. When someone's eyes dart around quickly, it often indicates anxiety, discomfort, or even deception. This behavior suggests that the brain works overtime, and the eyes reflect that stress. How to spot it. Eyes shifting rapidly from side to side during a conversation. Avoiding prolonged eye contact, especially when answering difficult questions. Example: imagine you ask someone a straightforward question like, "Did you complete the task?" If their eyes begin to dart side to side before they respond, it could suggest they are unsure, stressed, or possibly withholding information. To strengthen your interpretation, look for additional cues such as fidgeting hands or stammering speech. 4. Pupil dilation, hidden interest and emotion. What it means. Pupils dilate, widen, when a person feels interest, attraction, or engagement. This is an unconscious reaction connected to the brain's emotional response. How to spot it. Pay attention to whether someone's pupils appear larger than usual during a conversation. Pupil dilation often happens when someone sees something or someone they like or is intensely focused. Example: imagine having a one-on-one conversation. If you notice their pupils dilate slightly while smiling and engaged, it strongly indicates that they are genuinely interested in what you are saying. Remember that pupil dilation can also occur in low light, so interpret it in the proper context. To enhance your understanding, look for additional cues, such as open body language and smiling. 5. Blinking, signs of stress or relaxation. What it means. Blinking is a natural reflex, but the frequency of blinks can indicate a person's emotional state. 1. Rapid blinking can signify stress, anxiety, or discomfort. Liars may also blink more frequently as they try to think quickly. 2. Slow blinking usually indicates relaxation, comfort, and confidence. How to spot it. Rapid blinking often occurs when someone is being questioned or feels pressured. Slow, deliberate blinking typically signals ease and composure. Example: imagine a tough job interview. If the candidate begins to blink rapidly when asked about their weaknesses, it may indicate stress or discomfort. To appear confident and relaxed, practice slow, natural blinking during conversations. This signals composure and trustworthiness. 6. Breaking eye contact, how and when it matters. What it means. Breaking eye contact does not automatically indicate that someone is lying or disengaged. It can also signify thoughtfulness or respect. How to interpret it? Looking down. This often signifies submission, reflection, or insecurity. Looking to the side. This indicates that the person is processing information or considering what to say next. Breaking contact. Naturally, this normal and healthy behavior helps prevent the conversation from feeling awkward. Example, imagine you ask someone a profound question. If they briefly break eye contact to look down and then return their gaze to you, they are likely reflecting and being honest. If you want to convey respect and thoughtfulness, consider breaking eye contact briefly to the side or downwards. Avoid looking up, as this can come across as dismissive. Final tips for mastering eye contact. To master eye contact like a pro, here's what you need to remember. 1. Balanced eye contact. Hold eye contact for 3 to 5 seconds, then glance away briefly. 2. Prolonged gaze. Use it to show confidence, but pair it with a smile to avoid intimidation. 3. Darting eyes. A strong cue of stress, anxiety, or dishonesty. 4. Pupil dilation. Look for this subtle sign of engagement or attraction. 5. Blinking. Rapid blinking equals stress. Slow blinking equals relaxation and confidence. 6. Breaking contact. Do it naturally to show thoughtfulness and keep the interaction comfortable. Mastering eye contact is one of the most powerful tools in your body language arsenal. When you know how to read someone's gaze and control your own, you can build trust, detect lies, and connect with people on a deeper level. Conclusion. By learning to decode body language signals, such as microexpressions, gestures, foot positioning, and eye cues, you will gain an unprecedented ability to understand people. Remember, body language doesn't lie. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and remember to subscribe for more insights that will help you grow and succeed. Thank you for watching. Remember to stay aware and inspired and continue mastering the art of reading people.